Greetings, welcome back to the channel. I'm Stasia Bliss. This is a weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or wherever you have Scorpio in your chart. We are going to pull some cards for you. This is a collective reading, so let's get started. We're going to go ahead and begin by clearing the energies. So even close your eyes for a moment, listen to the sound of the chime, and imagine just clearing away previous, mental chatter in order to get clear to receive messages today. Intending to clear all the other readings from the cards and open up to Spirit, Great Spirit, Mother, Father, God, Infinite Love, that energy, power which knows and loves us for who we truly are, asking for guidance for the sign of Scorpio in the collective in general. Remember, this, if you want a personal reading, I do that. You just have to contact me with the information below, and I do those by donation, so you can't lose. All right, we're going to get started with a quick little practice in order to receive the messages that are here for you. So if you found your way to this channel and this video, there are millions of videos out there. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. This is a resource for life force management, Kundalini, all kinds of stuff here to support your spiritual evolution. These readings, again, they're timeless. Whenever you find this reading, there's something for you. But in order to get the most out of this reading, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for a moment and feel what your question is. What is your query? Why are you here? What do you want to know? And then as that question bubbles up, notice, is it a yes or no question? Is he going to call me? Is this going to happen? Or will I get this job? Remember, tarot and oracle cards are not yes and no answers. They are pictorial, they are symbolic, they are a storyline, they are an energy. We are reading the energies here. We're reading what's going on in the collective field, right? So Scorpio is dealing with deep transformations, things that have to do with our ancestors, inheritances, taboo things, sexuality, occult, and spiritualism, different layers of these things. So in that realm, or in the house you have Scorpio falling, asking your question more like, what is the energy around this thing? Or what is blocking me from this thing? Or so give it a more textural ability to give you answers. So try again, feel, what is my question here? And it might just be what do I need to know? But once you've set forth your questions, and I will put some questions forth too, but then when you hear the answer to your question, you'll know that part of this reading is for you. Remember, this is for everyone watching, so there'll be slices and threads that are for you. Okay, let's begin with the runes for Scorpio. Let's look at what the energy field is for Scorpio in this coming week. What energies are we dealing with in the realm of Scorpio? Okay. So first we have Uruz. It did kind of come like this, which is a reversal. This is the work rune, and it generally is the hard work, the labor, the moving things, the oxen in the field plowing it. It's that kind of an energy. If it's coming this way, and this is in the past position or recent past position, it may be you've been doing work that you haven't really particularly wanted to do or loved to do, but alas, work has had to be done, right? I'm sure we can all feel that one. Now we're in Jira. Jira is right in alignment with this time of the year, which is the harvest. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere, then you're in spring. But northern hemisphere, we're at fall. We're at just past the equinox point. This is the harvest. So this energy is about all the hard work that you've put in over the time, over the life, over the past, cycles. And now we're getting to a harvesting energy for you, Scorpio. So there's some things that are starting to pay off and show, prosperity, show some blessings. And moving forward, we get Fehu, which is the first rune. It was like this, which is a reversal. Fehu is a new beginning, and it can also be financial success. So in the reverse position, either we are resisting or it's not quite coming in yet. It's there. It's just not completely unlocked, maybe. Or it's coming in a form that maybe you weren't expecting, or you don't want it to be in that form. It can indicate some losses for some people. So when Fehu is in the reverse, because it is our stability, it is our abundance, it is financials, it can be homes, it can be properties, but following the harvest, there is this new energy. So the new energy, again, it could be something that you're resisting. It could be something you're not sure if you like. Let's get some more information about this for Scorpio. So we're going to turn to the I-Ching now, the 64 hexagrams that show us change in the energy field. So we're going to pull 2 or 3 cards for Scorpio. Okay, there's the first one. And what is this changing into for Scorpio? Okay, we've got 2 other ones. Okay, so we begin with hexagram 21. So just a quick lesson if you don't know, the top 3 represent heaven and the bottom 3 earth, okay, in general, like that's the positioning. And then the way that the yang and the yin lines, yang are straight and yin have a break. So male and female lines, or masculine and feminine lines, the way that they stack up, they show you a particular image. This top image is for fire. You can see that this is kind of like a fire pit. Okay, and I'm still getting a little bit more educated on which each of these are. And the bottom 3 is representative of thunder. So 2 receptive and then an active line. So this is thunder, and this is called biting through, or shiho. And this is about overcoming obstructions. So I always do recommend you watch the opposite sign, because it's almost like the zodiac is 6 signs with then their opposite side of the coin. So for Scorpio, that's Taurus. And I did just post that. And in Taurus is the obstructions. You might want to know a little bit more about that, because now we're in overcoming obstructions with you, Scorpio. And this little take on it says, when an undertaking that is making good progress meets an obstacle, one must bite through with vigorous determination. Tentative or timid efforts will not serve. Thunder frightens and lightning illuminates. In the same way, the just application of laws and penalties will deter those who would obstruct the endeavor. So there's a little bit of bite here in your energy, Scorpio, not super surprising. Now we're going to shift to card 51, and then it's going to shift to 63. So let's look at that. So we've got up here now, this is actually thunder over thunder. If you remember, this is thunder at the bottom, the 2 broken lines in the straight line. Now we have 2 broken lines, straight line, 2 broken lines, straight line. So the change moves from fire over thunder to now thunder over thunder. So that's the change. Interesting change. And this one is called shock. So we move from fighting through, like needing to overcome something, getting through the obstructions, to now the shock point for you. It says, laughter follows a shock. A great boom of thunder brings a shock of fright, but the next boom brings laughter. The sound is terrifying but harmless. It serves to arouse the people into full wakefulness, in which they can see the humor of their own fear. As the thunder rolls on, rites and ceremonies continue without interruption. Thus, the wise person maintains inner calm that can weather any shock. So this could mean some shocking news coming from you or coming for you this week, Scorpio. You've been having to like get through the obstacles, and then this energy with the eclipse vibe this week can definitely, when I'm recording this, we're on the cusp here the night before the new moon solar eclipse in Libra on the south node. So this overcoming obstruction energy could have been building for a while, and now like the thunder is kind of like the shock, and then, oh yeah, like some laughter, right? It's like waking people up. So that might be happening to you, to people around you. Let's see what the third change point is for you. This is the Chi, and we have, now here's fire back. The bottom 3 lines, just like we had in the first one. If you remember, the top 3 is a yang, a yin, a yang. So now it's down here at the bottom, a yang, a yin, a yang. So we have the fire at the bottom, okay? And we have water at the top. So water over fire. Water over fire is cautious optimism, okay? Or Chi. It says fire and water are elements in opposition in most circumstances, but here they work together by setting rules that sustain the endeavor. Too little fire and the water will not heat. Too much heat and the water will boil over, extinguishing the fire. The situation has been set up for success, but it must be closely attended to as it proceeds. Recognize the dangers as well as the rewards. So it's like overcoming obstacle, biting through, get through, like shock, wake up, like reality check. This is kind of like a tower moment with the thunder over thunder. And then now we kind of have things set up, like the water's on the fire. We just have to make sure there's not too much or too little, right, of either one. It's set up for success, but now we just got to stay vigilant. So that shock serves to kind of set you up this week. And then it's like maintaining, right? Maintaining the balance of that. Let's get some tarot in order to further illuminate the story. So I'm going to do a little shuffle real quick for Scorpio. So if you have received an answer already, you can always get a new question in your mind, or you can ask for further clarification as we go. Okay, so I'm asking for further clarification on the stories so far already presented for Scorpio and the collective. Can I get further insight here? On the bottom, King of Swords, so that's clarity. Reverse 4 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Okay, 4 of Wands is always some kind of milestone. I mean, it is the happy home. Like, look, she's made it home. There's fairies there. There's a light at the entry. Oops. It's like beautiful. In this position, this often refers to being at home in oneself, like an internal milestone, like making it to a certain place. And we look at the surrounding cards of 3 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. We could see like getting over a heartbreak with 3 of Swords and like really embracing what your work is here in the world, right? This guy's work is like doing stuff in the forest, right? I mean, he's the little gnome. Like, he talks to the fairies. He picks up the toadstools. He's doing his thing. He's got his tools over his shoulder. Looks like he's working on shoes. He knows his craft, okay? So the personal milestone is getting beyond your losses, your heartbreaks, integrating those as like a milestone in your past, Scorpio. Like, they have built you and they have assisted you in the true work that you're here to do in the world. Let's get a little bit more information. What is this true work? What is this work? And this can be different for each of you, but let's see if we can get some clarification on Scorpio around this 8 of Pentacles. Let me get some clarification. This work. Page of Swords reversed. I mean, there is this new idea or new belief structure, new way of thinking about things that is rising up in you. And maybe you're not like sharing that with anybody yet, but it's like you are beginning to see things in a different way. Can we clarify Page of Swords reversed further for Scorpio? King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles did land on Three of Swords, so there could be a partner breakup here that's difficult. Someone who has very stable feeling, or had their own business, or was the man of the house. There's some kind of difficulty there. But also the new belief is, how do I look at this breakup or this heartbreak in a way that is empowering, in a way that is, I want to say, like, the clarity brings like a purification of the mind, right? And allows you to be more honed in on what your work is, right? Like, why are we getting Four of Wands in the reverse position for Scorpio? King of Swords, yeah. And King of Swords was on the bottom of the other deck. So we have that, again, that super clear, masterful energy of just knowing precisely what it is that you're here to do. And that being a milestone, like, you've got clarity. There's two kings side by side as clarifying. So we're definitely getting some mastering energy this week with this eclipse vibe. Even if you're watching this later, this is still affecting you, this sort of mastery element. This can also, on a really like physical level, mean, you know, one person is going away and the other person's coming in. So one king, one partner, masculine energy. There's a heartbreak with, maybe you had a home with, but now it's clear like a new person is coming and is creating a new feeling of home in you that works with Eight of Pentacles, something that works that you hadn't like imagined would work before, but it is. So that's a lovely energy. Okay, let's do this deck. Let's clarify this reversed Fehu, this reversed new beginning. Why are we getting Fehu in the reverse? That's the rune that came up in the future position. Why is this reversed for Scorpio? Why is this reversed? These cards are slippery. Why is Fehu reversed for Scorpio in this reading? Reverse 10 of Bows, responsibility. How's a heavy load? It's a heavy load that you are done with, though, that you're finally putting down. So maybe it hasn't felt like a beginning could start because there's so much responsibility. Can I get further clarity? King of Bows. So that would be, I think, this is a new deck. So bows are responsibility. I think there are wands. Yeah. So again, with another king. So it does feel like the reverse Fehu is there only because, like, maybe you didn't realize that this beginning could be possible, that you're really in the position to be done, like working toward it and actually have it, because the harvest is there. So it's almost like, why is Jira in the present moment? Joy, Three of Cups, Three of Vessels. I mean, it is a celebratory time for you. This week is celebratory. Can we clarify more the 10 of Bows and the King of Bows for Scorpio? Holy moly moly. 9 of Bows. So yeah, 9 to 10 of Bows. So that perseverance and responsibility. There's Queen of Arrows. So she's Queen of Wands. She came up in the reverse. So working on your confidence. 6 of Vessels reverse, something from the past, some nostalgic energy, and reverse 8 of Arrows. It's not going as fast as you want it to. You do have a King and Queen energy here. They're just coming up as snakes and swans. Adder and swan. Swan is grace and beauty, right? And the snakes are transformation. They're shedding, they're, you know, shape-shifting sort of thing. So as you come to this place where you're harvesting, you're also like transforming, maybe not like right away. there is some energy of nostalgia, or maybe like holding on to the past that's slowing this transformation down maybe for you. And that's Three of Swords could be indicating that too, if you're holding too much on to the past. So what can Scorpio do to move forward into this future and reverse that Fehu? What can Scorpio do? What kind of embodiment practices to help open up to this new beginning, this abundance, this new way of working with life and the world? What can Scorpio do to hold this energy, to really benefit from the harvest in their life? What can Scorpio do, hold, or embody? Okay, not this deck. Okay, what can Scorpio do, hold, or embody to really get this new reality dialed in, right? Anything else? First thing is detachment. So releasing some expectations on that. That's Neptune and Saturnian energy. So we are finishing up Capricorn's, Pluto's, transit through Capricorn, and Capricorn is Saturnian, right? And that's all about the structures in our life. And then Neptune is going to dissolve or kind of clear away some of our attachments to those structures. So maybe you, in order to move into this new reality, want to look back at what things you've been attached to, what structures, King of Pentacles, that you're kind of heartbroken that they're gone. And even with the Four of Wands reversed, those can be like your homes, like if you've lost a home or you had to move or something changed with that. It's like there is a new energy coming in, but in order to access it and turn that Fehu around so that it's upright instead of reversed, that's the home and abundance, kind of like detaching from the old stuff, right? And what else do we got here? Wisdom, Rhodiola, Uranus and Mercury. Jurgen Sacha, which is the Tower card in this deck, Transformation, Mars, Pluto, and Koka, Foresight, Uranus and Venus, Insight. Yeah, it's like really stepping back and look at, yes, some like big tower moments or, major transformations have happened, but if you can use your wisdom, the Page of Swords, and get a new belief, a new vision on this, then you can see what's coming and you can be ready and you can move wisely into the future like King of Swords. King of Swords is wise, wise and clear moving forward. And it can be more celebratory instead of, like cannabis detachment energy can be like, you're not in your body, you're not really connected, you're kind of spaced out. So we're not really looking to be detached in that way, though that is a potential for some of you with the, Three of Swords and with the Tower card and this 9 and 10, like taking your struggles a long time, and 10 of Wands. So like sitting down, maybe over this eclipse, and doing some shadow work. I would recommend. If you need help, reach out to me. That's one of my specialties. So you're looking at and getting wisdom. You're plucking the wisdom nuggets from these experiences which have been maybe heartbreaking or difficult or painful, or you've had to persevere through. It's been so much responsibility and it maybe hasn't gone the way you wanted. But in order to see ahead, like what's coming and like see what does work, see, there's new alliances coming together. There's celebrations afoot, right? Trying to remember your last I-Ching. It was 63, which is after completion. Yeah, cautious optimism, right? The water and the fire. So as you're moving forward, it's like, yeah, you've got the elements. You've got the elements, and now it's just about like kind of holding them in their proper positions, honoring them, like keeping them sort of both working for you. So that's the wisdom of rhodiola, and that's kind of like the surprising or unexpected way that you can love yourself this week with the Uranus-Venus energy there. And recognize you are coming to the end of these grueling times, but you want to see the nuggets of beauty in them. You want to understand the power in the transformation. And then the blessings come, and then the abundance flows, and that harvest is truly able to be had. Okay, if you would like this reading to be more detailed to you, Scorpio, please reach out for a personal reading. My information is below, always done by donation on Zoom worldwide or text apps. Just let me know. Let's do a this week eclipse reading for you. I would love to meet you and do that with you. So this is all I have for the collective today, so thank you for being here. If you liked it, please like it. If you haven't already subscribed, I would appreciate it, so you can get all of the future, not just readings, but there's lots of other content on this channel. I'm going through the whole tarot series as the archetypes in conjunction with the awakening process of each of us. We talk about divine union. There's lots of practices here, yoga, mantra, meditations, various things that you can use. The biology of Kundalini, we talk about that on this channel. So yeah, check it out. Hang out, join the family, and talk to you soon. Much love to you, and namaste.